Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I can't tell you how eager, Beaver, I am to see those F-16s in Ukraine. Very much. Not just to see them come and go, but actually fight. Oh my God. I hardly can wait. My popcorn are in the microwave ready. So, what's going on here? Maybe my little wish will be fulfilled earlier than later. So what happened? Supposedly, the guy in the head of the Ukraine Air Force tells us that F-16s touched down in Ukraine. Now, I don't know if the weasel tells us about, just to come and go, or the ones that really will be delivered to Ukraine. Now, if these indeed are the ones that are delivered to Ukraine, I wonder who flew them. Because as far as I'm concerned, I haven't found any information yet that the Ukrainians completed any training of an F-16s. But hey, I heard that the Ukrainians are learning in 3 days more than Western pilots are learning in years. That's what they say now. So I don't know how that will sit with my Western friends. So let's see what's going on here with this beautiful article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. And it is from today, August 19th, 2023. F-16s, plural, already touched down in Ukraine. Head of Ukraine's Air Force. This guy with the Patriot system. Okay, this was when they brought him, last year? Lieutenant General Mykola Oleshchuk. They brought the Patriot this year, I think in April or something, or May. Head of Ukraine's Air Force has said that Ukrainian pilots have experience operating Western-made F-16 fighter jets, which have already touched down on Ukraine's airfields. UPIA, so we're in. Okay, this statement is that already touched down, that's a past tense. That's an act that occurred in the past and ended in the past. Okay, but it's an really not. It's an unknown time because it's present perfect. Have already touched. So it's not past tense because past tense would have told us when exactly. Or anyway, Mykola Oleshchuk on Ukraine's national 24/7 newscast. An F-16 jet. Now it's What the hell? What the hell? An F-16 jet has already been in Ukraine. It has touched down on our fields. Airfields, yeah, fields. We've held joint training with F-16 pilots, and so we do have experience operating the F-16 jets. I think this is crucial. Well, I can't tell you, baby doll, how much I'm waiting for that, Lieutenant General Oleshchuk. Bring them on. And I don't think I'm the only one so eager, Beaver, here. So let's, I think the sound is different like this. So I think we will be able to bring this aircraft to Ukraine as soon as we acquire them. End quote, Oleshchuk concluded. So that means they just came here, trained a little bit, and then they brought them back where they belonged, and they're not here yet. In April 2023, maybe, Yuri Ignat, spokesman for the Ukraine Air Force, said the US-made fighter jets had touched down on Ukraine's airfields even before Russia's full-scale invasion in 2012 and 2018. I had no doubt about that, neither did the Russians. That's why they said, hey, these guys were preparing for what's going on here. So, all right, these guys are just actually telling us what they were not supposed to tell us. When the Russians said that Ukraine is arming itself and is trained by NATO pilots and NATO, trainers, and they will be trying to get missile systems in Ukraine against Russia and eventually get Ukraine into NATO, and they will pose a threat to Russia. They were right. They were right. And these guys are not, bashful about it right now, because they think we forgot about it, what they said before. No, we're cool, man, we're cool. Okay. So, and I'm quoting, we have dozens of different airfields, operational and regular ones. What do you mean regular ones? Operational and regular ones. So, operational for the F-16s, or operational that are functional. And regular ones means what? Irregular and regular. Anyway, details now kill me. That can be used for these aircraft. Okay, all right. So they have airfields that are operational for F-16s, ready to go, and regular ones, I'm assuming, that could be changed and used for this. Background: Ukraine's defense minister Oleksiy Reznikov said earlier on August 16, which is today, that Ukrainian pilots have started training to operate Western-made F-16 fighter jets with a minimum training period of 6 months. Oh, God damn it. Get the popcorn out of the microwave. God. Just kidding. Well, they're just, by that time, they will not need the F-16s because the whole thing is going to collapse. Or, as Medvedev said today, actually, we're waiting for the war to last decades. So let them come. Let them eat cake, right? We'll see, my friends. Remember, F-16s are. I don't want to be. I don't want to insult, but I can't hide the truth. I can't say F-16s are fantastic. Well, they might be, but they're old. Agree with that? You tell me it doesn't matter? Okay, then. You take a car from 1976, okay, and you add a few things over there, and you drive it nowadays and see how great that is, okay? Well, it's not the same thing, I understand that, but still. On the other hand, the F-16s need a lot of little things changed by the Ukrainians, which is, I'm going to mention 3. A longer takeoff and landing strip. Okay, we got that. For somehow these guys are having a problem taking off and landing. They need longer, which I think they're lighter than the Russian made fighter jets. Therefore, I understand. Or they have a weak engine. So the proportion between the ratio between engine and the weight is bad. That means you can't really perform out there. But anyway, because when you take off, right, you have some kind of propulsion, acceleration. Well, you either are heavy and your engine is weak, or you're light and your engine is weaker. Which one is it? I mean, you can't say, well, we have powerful engines and our airplanes are light as a feather. Can't be. Okay, my friends, let's put it to the side. The second one, this F-16s have an air intake under their nose, very low, supposedly, to the airfield, and supposedly they intake air and all kind of little rocks, little sand, whatever it's on the airfield, that might take in and then block and blow up the engine. That I'm not making these things up. It's things that I read from experts. And the third one is the landing gear. The F-16s have tarred landing gear, which is very and like I'm gonna make a joke. Yes, like Franklin Delano Roosevelt's legs. Oh, that was bad. So that's how F-16's landing gear is. Like if you have a little bit of something over there, they're gonna be and fall on their freaking nose. So everything should be like this desk right here, beautiful. Like that. Well, the Ukrainians don't have it. Why? Because the Russians, they didn't build that way. They build serious stuff, like AKs. You can throw them in the sand, you can leave them in the sun. You don't need a certain kind of temperature outside, humidity, wind speed, and direction as well, and shit like this to operate an AK-47. Whereas the other one, okay, so the same thing is here. I'm assuming the F-16s will be mostly down, not outside, because if dust falls on them, they will be, I don't know, corroding or something. They will hide them somewhere in the hangars, somewhere there, and they probably will be hidden over there most of the time. Why? Because of the, wind, sun, temperature, humidity, wind direction. They will not take off. They need so many bullshit. Now, that's not a war weapon, okay? It's not a weapon that is used for war. The most important thing of such a thing as a weapon is reliability. That means you need it to work when you need it, not when you don't need it. It's like when you have a telephone and you say, let me watch something, or drive your car or whatever you are somewhere, and you try to access, the first time in the day you try to access, I don't know, let's say YouTube, and you don't have signal. What the fuck? It's the first time, it doesn't work. or you want to get the directions and you don't have signal right there the first time in the day when you need it, the only time in the day. So the same thing with these guys. When you need them, day or night, winter, summer, rain, snow, whatever it's outside, you need to take off and defend, perform. I mean, if you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't feel too well tonight. Fuck you, you gotta go up and fight the Russians. All right. So I'm very skeptical with these things. These are not warplanes. These are, I don't know, Cadillac planes. And I don't know, Mercedes S-Class, no, just luxury. You don't take them when the wind blows or it's raining outside. No. The resale value. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Woo, what was that? A spasm?